Signings that the Manchester United fans have been really happy about. They've been really attacking signings. They're looking for goals. That was an issue last season. Have they got enough now in the squad to really improve from last season, and how far can it take them?
Yeah, I was thinking that before about Ekitike. We shouldn't take for granted what he's done in this last couple of weeks, that kid. He's 22 when we say that people need time to settle in. But there are a lot of very good players who've come into this league who've gone straight for it straight away and started scoring. And then Birmil, Cunha, Šeško, a lot of eyes on them at Manchester United. I think Manchester United fans, including myself, are surprised that the club have gone and spent that level of money. We thought, obviously, after the Europa League final, that the money wouldn't be there at that level. So to get those three players who look like a really good profile, two of them have got Premier League experience. We need them to do well. We need those three players to do well, because the rest of the team, look, we need a goalkeeper. There's definitely, obviously, issues with the defence and midfield, but if the three strikers are a real handful and scoring goals, last season United's return in front of goal was really poor. So it's really important that Šeško and Birmil and Cunha get off to a really good start. We've seen a Liverpool striker do that tonight. There's no reason why United strikers can't go and do that on Sunday.
If they start, is it Šeško against Gyökeres?
I think it's fascinating, the fact that Ekitike, Wirtz, Pedro, Delap, Gyökeres, Šeško, these players all go into big clubs. How are they going to do? We're not quite sure, are we? Obviously, Ekitike tonight has given us a little bit of a glimpse of what he's like. But there is pressure on all those players to deliver for Chelsea, Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool. They have to deliver. The main man at City, obviously Haaland, we know he's going to score goals. But who of those rest are going to emerge to become maybe a world-class player?
So what's a good season for Manchester United?
I think top six would be a good season. I think the four at the top, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, I think would be difficult to challenge, but they could slip into that space where Newcastle, Tottenham, Villa, other clubs are. So I think in that fifth place would be absolutely amazing. Realistically, I think it's probably going to be between 6th and 8th, but I think 5th is what they have to really target.
Aim for 5th and potentially end up between 6th and 8th. Do you think that's realistic for Manchester United?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, people will look where they finished last season and say, oh, that's a huge jump. But then you think of some of the teams who were up in those positions all last season. Nottingham Forest were fighting relegation this season before. Brentford were up there for a lot of the season. Bournemouth were up there for a lot of the season. When you look at those teams and those squads, they haven't got better players than Manchester United. But I think the manager's still got a lot to prove. I do. I think he's had about 40 games now, which is a decent run, in terms of sort of trying to get his message across. And it didn't quite happen at all. I can't get that sort of, final out my head really about how poor they were in that game. So I think he's almost got a lot to prove as well, because Manchester United, no matter what set of players they've got on the pitch, they shouldn't finish. Was it 15th they finished last season? So Man United's squad of players and the expenditure, whoever the manager, that squad of players shouldn't be finishing that position. So I don't think 6th, 7th is completely, out of the question, because as I said, they've spent what they always do, 250 million in the summer.